Guacamole, it's happening yet again today, guys. Just when you thought some of these stocks were going to cool off, well, the market, it proved you wrong yet again. In this video, I want to cover a bunch of stocks that are doing well today that could potentially squeeze even further. And later in the video, we're going to cover two stocks that have ridiculously high short interest that haven't yet popped up aggressively. So if you all find value, you know what to do. Hit the like button. Get yourself two stocks from Webull, $30 from M1 Finance. Those are free. And let's get right into the video. So look, SPY as of now, which I'm not going to cover in this video, it's up 0.2%. QQQ is up a little bit more, or actually no, it's down. It's down 0.01%. So it's pretty much at break even. We'll cover this later on in the video, or later in the next video today. We'll talk about QQQ and SPY. But for now, let's look at some of these stocks that are going ballistic. I mean, AMC, yet again, like I said, just when you thought things were going to cool off, well, think again. We're up another 20% today. We hit 23.47 earlier in the day. And when you look on the intraday chart, this rally is not done yet. This thing wants more. You can see clear ascending triangle forming on AMC right now, clear as day on the intraday chart. Look at that. Higher lows are being made, but again, we're struggling at 23.50, which we hit at about 10:30 a.m. on the East Coast today, and at about 11 a.m., and at 11:30 a.m., and now it's currently almost 1 p.m., and we're going to test it again. And my thought here is, we could break out of here. We could break out of here and see yet again another squeeze in AMC. And you can see the magnitude of the squeeze earlier today. We went from $19 all the way to $23.20 in the span of, this was from 9:40 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. So we're talking 50 minutes, right? This ended up going up, what? 22% or 18%. And the funny thing is, guys, a 15% return in a year is considered phenomenal in the stock market. And you guys you guys that are new, you probably don't know this if you've just been in the market the past year, but historically, 15% in a year. That is incredible. And AMC is now ripping up 15-20% in a day. So just understand, what we're living through right now is not reality. Well, I mean, it is reality. It's happening, but it's not normal. Let's put it that way. It's not normal. But as of now, the hedge funds, the institutional investors, they are getting burnt. Burn, baby, burn, right? They are getting burnt right now. And I think, and I called this out a couple days ago, I think AMC is going 25. Maybe it breaks 25. I wouldn't bet the farm on that happening, because a lot of the time the opposite of what you think is going to happen ends up happening. But hey, I wouldn't be surprised if we took 25 out and maybe went to 30 plus. I mean, I don't know. It's really a toss-up at this point. But again, I wouldn't be surprised. So AMC is on fire, and now it's about to hit a high. Like I said, the ascending triangle is going to play out. Look, it's about to break out of this. We'll wrap around later in the video to see if it did play out. Beyond Meat is another one which I didn't even realize until I look at the short interest percentages. This one is a pretty highly shorted stock, 22% short interest as of now for Beyond Meat. And I mean, gosh, would you look at that? This posed the question, was this stock just heavily shorted to the ground? I mean, is that why it got to $99? I mean, shorts probably made they did make a killing when this went from $230 to $99. But ever since it hit $99, $100, $105, that was literally 3 days ago. This stock, I mean, it's gone from $105 to now $140. It's up 30%. And like I said, 22% short interest. You're telling me this isn't a short squeeze? I beg to differ. This is definitely a short squeeze, especially today, as we were up, we were up above 125 at close yesterday. We were at 130 pre-market. Now we hit 146 earlier. That is a short squeeze for sure. Beyond Meat is up 12% right now, and I feel like this could have more upside in the short term. Big if here. If it breaks 140, which it's battling with right now. And from there, maybe we hit 150. That was the high point from the middle of March. But don't be surprised, again, if this pulls back a bit. If we get a push down towards 125, 130, I think that could be a decent buy the dip opportunity. Let the RSI come down a bit, and I think that could be attractive. And by the way, guys, don't just buy or sell or do anything for that matter based on these videos. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here giving you guys my thoughts and what I see based on the charts that are right here on my screen. So beyond meat, AMC, what else can I say? These have been ridiculous. GameStop on the flip side, you would think GameStop's up a ton today, right? Because AMC's up. Now, okay, look, it's at 23.70. What did I say, guys? The ascending triangle, going back to AMC very quickly, it's playing out. What did I say? There we go. This is why technicals matter. And for those that say they don't, well, they just don't know technicals, right? Because if you follow my channel, you know this stuff matters, and it's happening right in front of our eyes. So let's see if it hits 24 in this video. It might do exactly that. So GME, you would think, excuse me, guys, you would think GME would be up a lot, right? No, it's not. It's down 1%. And the short interest on GME is 1%, or not 1%, 21%, 21%, right around there. So I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, to be honest. I thought this would be up as well, but maybe it does end up seeing a lagging, I don't know, maybe it's lagging AMC a little bit, and then we get a rip in GME tomorrow. I mean, this stuff's unpredictable, obviously, and no one really knows why this is down, but truth is, I'm not thinking the rally's over just because it's down. I feel like it could be the calm before the next rip up, right? You know, maybe up towards 290. You know, that is where, let's say this one up 20% today. That would be putting it right at 290, which was that high point from the middle of March. So watch out for that, guys. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen. And a downside target, let's say if it were to fall to this point, where I would buy the dip, probably around 200. You know, 200 was that high from the end of April, and it seems like 200 was resistance end of April, all throughout the better half of May rather, up until this massive short squeeze as of late. So yeah, GME, just because it's down, I'm not just throwing it out the window. In fact, I'm watching it even heavier just for that reason, because it's lagging behind some of the other meme stocks here. So yeah, GME, watch out for that. Virgin Galactic is another one that we're looking at here. This one's up 7% today. This one also has a pretty high short interest, roughly 20% short interest, and this one's trading at $29. And I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Did I not say a couple weeks, well, less than that, about a week, 10 days ago, before the test flight, did I not say if they do well with the test flight, if it goes successfully, if nothing bad happens, right? Like we saw a couple months ago, bad things did happen, and what's the word here? Fortunately, no one died, right? A couple months ago, and the safe landing was safe. That's great, but at the end of the day, the test flight didn't go well a couple months ago, and this time it did go well. And I told you all, if this were to happen, the stock will likely see a rally. And we rallied into the test flight. The test flight went well, and I said if the test flight goes well, we'll see a rally. And, I mean, we've seen exactly that. And now we have the short interest. We're seeing a potential squeeze today. We're up 7%. I mean, this is very good. If you're in SPCE like I'm in at about $18, $20. That's my average, right around there. I think like 19 or something like that. I have to double check. It's a long-term play for me. I'm in it more as a speculative play. You know, if you're in this, you're making some gains right now. You're making some good money. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, SPC, I think, even if you're not in the short term, this could be a play up towards the mid-30s. That's where I think it's going. I think anywhere from 30, 31, 32 up to about 35 is where I could see this thing going before we maybe get a bit of selling, a bit of cooling off, and maybe the hype dies down from the test flight until we see the next big event that we have to look forward to for this company, because at the end of the day, that is what this company moves on. You know, test flights, big events, big milestones. It's not necessarily moving on revenue beat beat or EPS beat or something like that, right? So watch out for that move towards $30. You know, that was the high point back in March, also back in December. So that's what I'm looking at. And these are all stocks that are moving right now. And GME is lagging a bit, and I think it's about to move. And there's two stocks here that have ridiculously high short interest. And if you guys stayed till the end of the video, well, you're in luck. We're going to talk about these right now. And quite frankly, I don't know much about the fundamentals of these companies, but if you didn't get the hint, no one cares about fundamentals when it comes to meme stocks. The fundamentals don't matter. They don't matter. So come on, guys. We're in 2021. What is fundamental investing these days? That's a thing of the past, right? And I'm being sarcastic. If you guys don't know, I like to make jokes sometimes, and I'm sarcastic. But it's funny. Today it feels like fundamentals are out the window, especially with these meme stocks. You know, you can't justify AMC going up to 25% a day, multiple days. But anyway, the one stock here that is not moving, it has a lot of short interest, is Root. Ticker symbol ROOT. This one's short interest is 41%. So they're shorting this thing to the ground. They're shorting it to the grave. And I mean, this stock has gone down from $29. Now it's $8. It's down 80%, more like 70%. And like I said, fundamentals don't matter with these stocks a lot of the time. You know, if they have a high short interest, if a big army like Wall Street Bets gets behind them, this thing could go ballistic. So 41% short interest, currently in a downtrend. I would like to see it break, let's say, $11, $10, $11, $12 before maybe seeing that massive move. And, of course, if we do get that short squeeze, there's no question in my mind we get above $11, $12, which would break the downtrend. And who the heck knows where it ends up going from there. But I feel like it could go a lot higher. And the next one here, before we wrap back around to AMC, the next one here is OTRK, 39% short interest on this one. And this one, holy crap, this one was $100. Now it's $30. It's down 70% like Root here, and they must have had an abysmal earnings report or something awful must have came out, because this stock, when they reported earnings, it went from $60 to $22 in a couple days. Wow, that is ridiculous. So this must be a bad company. I mean, again, I don't know the fundamentals with these. I'm just reporting stocks that have high short interest, but they must have just I don't know. They must have did something bad to go down that much. But now we're consolidating the past month and a half, 2-3 months here roughly. We've held $25, $30. So who knows? Maybe we do see a big squeeze in this one to fill the gap back up towards 50, 55, 60. That's possible. Anything is possible today's day and age, guys. So those are two that aren't necessarily running yet, but they have a lot of short interest. A lot of people are shorting the shares. And AMC, what did I say, guys? The ascending triangle is playing out. Like I said in the beginning of the video, watch out for the breakout. And we got the breakout. There it is. You know, if we were to day trade this thing on that breakout from the beginning of this video, we would have made some money. Obviously, I didn't day trade how I was making this video. But, yeah, this one's ripping. It wants 25. That is where I think it's going. It wants 25, which, again, was that peak from a couple months ago. So watch out for that, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. We're 15 minutes in. Let's wrap it up. If you did, if you found some value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. That's very important. And hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I make a video. And with these stocks, trade at your own risk. Don't put your life savings into something like this. You got to be careful. These can very well tank just as quickly as they went up. In fact, they've done that before. So be very careful. Make sure to check out my Patreon if you guys want my real-time buys, sells, you want morning update videos every day, more access to me as well. That's on Patreon, link down below. Or you guys can go to patreon.com/DasSurFest. And again, link down below is where you can find that. And you guys can get 2 free stocks from Webull, $30 from M1 Finance, $10 from Coinbase. All of those are free. Also linked down below. I'll see you all later on. Thanks for tuning in. Again, as always, stay safe out there. Keep crushing the markets. Trade at your own risk, guys. Peace out.